to episode 2 of the 1951 Chevy 1300 Pennywyze truck build. In this episode, we'll get into the teardown. Let's take the whole truck apart, get the chassis out of here, sold the original one, so we got to get it out of our way. And after that, let's get into some design concepts. Let me walk you through some of the ideas. I got some drafts done up so I can show you what I think it's going to look like and what I hope it'll look like. And then after that, let's take some deliveries. So let's get the chassis, let's get the motor, tranny, airbags, everything. Let's get it all here ready to go, so then we can get to the fun stuff. All right, truck completely disassembled. All good to go. Everything's organized and labeled. Anything I'm reinstalling is all bagged and labeled properly. Make it a lot easier to put it back together. With the truck being called Pennywyze, we're obviously gonna have to pick a copper color. So I've got some swatches from Prismatic Powders in the powder coat store. Even looked at a couple paint samples for the motor, some of the motor parts, some of the chassis parts, and of course the Detroit steel wheels. All right, this is official choice, sterling copper by the powder coat store. It's more like a rustic, vintage, darker copper. I wanted to go with a little bit of an old school, not like a shiny penny, but something more antique with the new feel of the white on the truck. I think it'll look good. Let's get into the concept drawings of the truck. The concepts were done by Danny Alfrada. He nailed it. He did exactly what I was trying to go after. Yeah, I went after the copper feel just because I'm in the mechanical industry. Copper is, was a major part of the industry. It's not really used anymore too much. So kind of paying respects to that. Wanted it the old copper, not the new shiny penny. Bring the old school with the new school of the super gloss white. Some subtle touches like the side emblems. You'll see a little bit on the front emblem. And obviously under the chassis, there's a bunch of those colors and under the hood. Called the truck Pennywyze because in my eyes I'm using my pennies wisely, but Pennywyze could mean something else. And who can't forget the crazy clown, the demon on the street? So I think it's a fitting name. And that's kind of where I'm going with that. I've also done a exterior rendering with the copper on the roof only. I don't think I'm going to go for that, but I'll just put it up here so you guys can see it. Here's another angle of the truck. I want to see what it looked like with the raised bed. Raised bed's actually going to be a black stain, an ebony stain to match the Chevrolet on the back of the tailgate. The chains are going to be powder coated the same color as the rims, the copper color. And the reason why I'm not going with the roof that color is because I don't feel that I'll be able to match the paint exactly to the powder. It'll be pretty difficult. So just keeping it simple with the white, but I do have another rendering I'll show you guys here with the copper color roof. Here's the concept of the interior that Danny did. All the ideas I gave him, he pretty much nailed exactly what I was trying to go for. The green is a distressed leather. I have the exact leather right here. The vertical on the door panels, it's all with the black stitching, the white eyelets up in the seats, all black carpet, white dash and lower halves of the door panels match the vehicle. And then those little black satchels on the white door panels lower there, those are actually woodsman. They clip on your belt for when you're out in the woods. I thought they were super cool. They're old, black, kind of distressed looking. I'm going to use those so you can store things in there. So I'll have those bolted to the door. Decoded digital gauges. I did it steering column. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think he's got everything in there. I wanted to keep it a little bit of the original feel, but still with all the new stuff. So the seat is a Glide Engineering seat, aftermarket. So it's got the little armrest that flips down. All right, chop and block chassis is here and ready to go. It's my sick pink pallet jack. And then all the parts from chop and block, we got Willwood brakes, rack and pinion, rear end, third member, all the hardware, you name it, it's all in there. It's ready to go. Next video, we'll unpackage everything and we will get the assembly going on the chassis.